Top 10 Manhwa where MC returns to the past. In this video, we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 manhwa where the main character travels back in time to right the wrongs from the past. From epic battles to heart-wrenching romances, these manhwa have it all. We'll be looking at the popularity, ratings, and the reader reviews to give you a comprehensive list of the best manhwa with time-traveling protagonists. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a journey through time as we explore the top 10 manhwa where the main character returns to the past. Starting off with our number 10, Moshi Fanren. Are you ready for an epic manhwa adventure? Introducing Moshi Fanren, a thrilling story about a lone survivor in a zombie-infested world. Zhou Tianchen is the only human left in his city after it was overrun by mutated zombies. But just when he thought it was the end, his soul is sent back in time to 10 years before the apocalypse. Determined to protect his loved ones and reunite with his lost love, he must use his knowledge of the future to survive. This manhwa has it all: a badass main character, a unique zombie evolution system, and plenty of action. But it also tackles mature themes that add depth to the story. If you are a fan of cultivation manhwa but want something different, Moshi Fanren is a must-read. So don't wait any longer and join Zhou Tianchen on his journey to survive and thrive in a world overrun by zombies. Number 9. Your Majesty, please spare me this time. While it may not be the best read out there, Your Majesty, Please Spare Me This Time is still readable manhwa with good art. However, some readers may have found the story confusing due to the numerous character names and the MC's action. The main character, who had lost her family to a tyrant king in her past life, now seeks to curry favor with the same king to protect her loved ones. Readers have appreciated the MC's devotion to her family, but some find her actions and feeling towards the king confusing. Despite these mixed feelings, Your Majesty, Please Spare Me This Time is still a good read with a variety of characters. However, readers are left wondering if the MC will end up with the king in the end. So, if you're a fan of historical fiction with complex characters and plot lines, give Your Majesty, Please Spare Me This Time a try. Who knows, it might just surprise you. Number 8. Lord's coins aren't decreasing. The main character, Aaron Steelguard, was once a failure of a famous noble house, but when he discovers a book that allows him to trade across dimensions, he becomes wealthy and successful until his enemies take everything away from him, including his life. But Aaron is brought back as his younger self, armed with his past knowledge and a chance at revenge. As Aaron amasses coins and gains powerful abilities with the interdimensional trading markets, readers are left wondering if he will have enough to survive and reclaim his honor. This manhwa is entertaining and offers a fresh perspective with the idea of dimensional market. The MC is well written and likable, having learned from his past mistake and making calculated efforts for the future. The other characters are also written well and the art is impressive. If you're a fan of manhwa with a unique storyline, complex characters, and great art, Lord's Coins Aren't Decreasing is definitely worth checking out. Number 7. Again My Love. The main character, Kim Hee-woo, is a hot-blooded prosecutor who was murdered while pursuing a tyrant who controlled Korea. But after meeting a Grim Reaper, he is sent back in time to when he was 18 years old. Now, as a high schooler, Kim Hee-woo is determined to punish the tyrant Jo Tae-sup. The story is thrilling and the mind games between the characters keep readers engaged. The concept of reliving life to right past wrongs is intriguing and adds a new layer to the depth of the manhwa. The art is visually pleasing and the battles are well drawn, adding to the overall enjoyment of the story. If you are a fan of manhwa with battles of wit and strategy, Again My Life is definitely worth checking out. Number 6. Return to Player. If you are a fan of game system manhwas, then Return to Player is a must-read for you. It follows Si-han Kim, the only survivor of a sadistic game where everyone on Earth was turned into players and forced to kill monsters or die. When given the chance to go back in time and start a second playthrough, Si-han is determined to change the course of events and beat the gods at their own game. Although the main character's backstory may be lacking, his determination and strategy make him an enjoyable protagonist to follow. The supporting characters also bring unexpected humor to the story. Overall, Return to Player has a solid plot and is a great read for fans of the game system genre. Don't miss out on this thrilling manhwa. Moving on to our number 5, Player Reborn. Are you a fan of virtual reality games and revenge stories? Then you might want to check out Player Reborn. The manhwa follows the story of Wan Jia, a skilled player of the game King of Gamers who was betrayed by one of his own teammates and lost his qualifications. But just as he was about to be removed from the game, he gets transported back in time to when the first game was launched. With his vast knowledge and experience, he sets out not only to get revenge on his traitorous teammate but also to achieve victory. While some might find the story straying from being a pure game towards at the end, Player Reborn is an underrated gem that's worth checking out. Wan Jia is a well-written character and the plot is gripping, especially if you enjoy stories about getting back at those who have wronged you. Give it a read and you won't regret it. Number 4. Worn and Torn Newbie. Lee Eugene has been living a miserable life as a failed gamer for 15 years. But after discovering it was all just a nightmare, he's back to being a newbie. Determined not to repeat his past mistakes, Eugene starts anew and quickly becomes the hotshot old-timer. He's taking down monsters, getting great gear, and making a ton of money. But will his success be short-lived as old and new foes come after him? Will Eugene triumph or will the game break him once again? While the plot may not be original, it is well executed and the art perfectly complements the story. Don't miss out on this exciting manhwa. Number 3. Real Man. In Real Man, the protagonist doesn't immediately become a millionaire when he goes back in time, as is typical in other stories of the same genre. Instead, he focuses on repairing relationships with his loved ones and making amends for past mistakes. This character-driven story is a unique take on the popular trope of salarymen returning to the past to make investments. The focus on toxic work culture is refreshing and relatable as it portrays the struggle to balance ambition with personal relationships. The story provides a mature perspective on human relationships in both the workplace and life in general and emphasizes the importance of finding the right balance. It's a hidden gem with excellent analysis and storytelling, making it a must-read for anyone looking for a unique take on the reincarnation or isekai genre. Number 2. Medical Return. Medical Return follows the story of Kim Ji-hyun, a former disreputable surgeon who is given a second chance to relive his life. In his new life, he goes back to his middle school days and strives to become a successful dermatologist, unlike his poor past self. Although the main character can be frustratingly clueless when it comes to love, he excels in other fields and works hard to fix in relationships. The rival character is also well written and adds an interesting dynamic to the story. What sets Medical Return apart is its ability to create characters that are not strictly good or evil. While it may not be the most entertaining manhwa out there, it's a relaxing read that's perfect for when you want to unwind. Give it a chance and join Kim Ji-hyun on his journey to success. And finally, number 1. The Villainess Turns the Hourglass. Are you looking for a manhwa that's full of political intrigue, power struggles, and strong female characters? Then you should definitely check out The Villainess Turns the Hourglass. The story follows the MC and her sister as they battle it out in a war for survival and revenge within their household. The schemes are endless, with maids acting as spies, social reputations being ruined, and attempts to steal each other's fiancés. But the consequences of each action are real and remembered. Along the way, you will meet a variety of characters, including supporters, antagonists, and neutral parties. As a fan of political intrigue and strong female characters, I can't recommend this manhwa enough. The MC is always focused on her objective, never getting sidetracked, and finding ways to profit or learn from setbacks. The romance is minimal so far, but the hints are organic and the characters are well-rounded, making their actions understandable. Give it a read and see for yourself why The Villainess Turns the Hourglass is a must-read manhwa. Thank you for watching our video on the top 10 manhwa where the MC returns to the past. We hope you enjoyed our list and found some new series to add to your reading list. If you're a fan of time travel and reincarnation stories, these manhwas are definitely worth checking out. See you guys in the next video. Until then, happy reading.